Morning, everybody. I'm going to give it a minute or two for everybody to join us today. All right, I got a couple on there. I'm pretty far away from my phone again today. We are here at camp. My husband looked at me yesterday and he decided, hey, let's go to camp. And this is after I made my crafting schedule for this week. So we packed everything up yesterday and came out to camp. And if you guys read my post from earlier, I forgot my Cricut mats. So I had to switch my schedule around a little bit. Awesome. So I'm just going to give it a few more moments here for everybody to join us. If you guys have a hard time hearing me, seeing me, let me know, because we have kind of limited internet out here at camp, and I'm very close to the router where I'm at, so I'm hoping that it works. All right, fingers crossed. All right. Transporting my projects out here, I kind of ruined a couple of them, so I'm just fixing my project here today. We are doing the kids craft for Mother's Day. Woohoo! I'm just fixing the one I made already. We'll be ready to go here in just a minute. All right, good. I have quite a bit of you. Awesome. Okay, so everybody, that really wanted to watch should be here now. So this is what we're making today. Sorry, mine kind of looks a little rough because I had to transport it an hour and a half away in a car, so in a bag. So this is what we're making, okay? These are the Mother's Day flowers, and I know today was supposed to be the Mother's Day pillows for the Cricut. However, I forgot my Cricut mats, and we're about almost 2 hours away from home. So there was no way I was running just to grab my Cricut mat for today. So I just swapped the 2 days. I'm doing kids craft today. I'm doing the Mother's Day pillows Wednesday at 5:30. I moved it that way I have enough time to get home, get set up, and get on here so I can show you guys how to make those. So I'm sorry if you're viewing this today, if you're going off my schedule and you're like, why the heck aren't we making pillows? It's because I forgot one thing that I needed to make them. So I brought everything else. As you see, I have all of my bags here that I packed up real quickly yesterday to come out to camp. And I have my Cricut, I have my computer, I have my iron, I have my hem tape, I have stuffing, everything except for my Cricut mat. So I can't make my pillows today. I had everything set up this morning, ready to go. And I went to grab my Cricut mat and I'm like, oh no, I forgot my Cricut mat. So I just swapped them. So today we are making the Mother's Day. Like I said, mine looks a little rough because it has been in the bag with my computer. The Mother's Day flowers for the kids project, okay? These are so cute. So dads, this is an awesome project to sit down and do with your kids. You don't even need to run out of the house. I'm sure you have markers, stickers, and I'm sure you have some water bottles somewhere. So you don't even need to leave the house, okay? And if you guys are commenting, I'm going to try to read them. Sorry, I'm really far away. Hi, Kathleen. I think that's your name. Hi. Sorry, I can barely see you here. There we go. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know. I'll come around and I'll try to read comments every once in a while, okay? So, if your grandma or grandparents are watching kids, if mom and dad are working, aunts, uncles, perfect little project to keep the kids busy, okay? And for Mother's Day. All right, so what you will need is paint, kid-friendly paint. Or if you don't have paint, you can use markers. That's fine. Stickers, does not matter. Whatever you have laying around, be creative. You can even use construction paper and kind of cut and glue. So you can always do that. I have a paintbrush, okay? You'll need a pair of scissors, okay? Kid safety scissors if your kid's doing this by themselves, all right? I am using an X-Acto knife just to cut where I need to start with my scissors, just to make it look easier for the video. I have an X-Acto knife. If you only have scissors, that's fine. Do not let your kids use the X-Acto knife, okay? You need a couple water bottles. I used 3 water bottles for this, okay? Everything looks better in 3s, all right? So if you only have 1 water bottle, you can make the flower in just the base, all right? So what you'll need is 3 water bottles to make this, the whole 3 flowered water bottle. Or if you just have 1 water bottle laying around, you can make just 1 flower in the base, okay? So I will show you guys, all right? And then you also need some straws, and which I forgot straws too, so thank God Camp had them today. I had some in the cupboard. You'll need some straws. I have stuff all over my stuff. There you go. Some straws, okay? And like I said, 3 water bottles. All right, guys. So, oh, and I'm using hot glue, but you can use tape. You can use clear tape, okay? That will work. All right, I see I have pretty many comments, so I'm going to come around real quick and answer those questions. Let's see here, guys. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Elizabeth. Let's see here. I have a couple more. Sharon, hi. All right, guys. So if you have any questions during this whole process, you know to comment, and I'll get back to you and answer. All right, so what we're going to do first is I'm going to finish my water here in this water bottle because I need 3. All right, so I already cut one of my water bottles yesterday. This is going to be my base. So you'll have your full water bottle, all right? I took the label off of mine. And I'm sure Noah, Riley, Mason, and Logan, and Aria, and Cora are all watching today. So good morning, you guys. Those are my normal kids that I have on here, and Addie to my little niece. All right, so there's my water bottle. Okay, I'm keeping the lid because we will need to use that. All right, so for these flowers, this one's not, oh yeah, it is scalloped. So if you guys look really closely at your water bottles, okay, you can see, it might be hard on this video. This one here is easier to see. This one's not as much. So on your water bottles, there's lines. It looks scalloped, okay, at the very top. If you guys can see that, see how there's like little lines and it's scalloped, okay? So what we need to do is, I'm just going to get my X-Acto knife just to start this. Pair of scissors, you can smush it and cut it, okay? So I'm just going to cut right at the top of this line, okay, right where the design stops, okay? I'm going to just make a little slit there and cut, okay? And then I'm going to get my scissors, and I'm just going to cut that top off of that water bottle. The whole way around. Okay, so now you have, looks like a little cup, okay? Now, if I get up real close to you guys and show you, sorry, I can't be right in front of the camera here, there's stuff on the floor. If you look, there's little scalloped lines the whole way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my scissors, okay? And this one's a little different than the other ones, okay? So I'm just going to kind of guesstimate it. You know what? Let me use the other one, actually. No, you know what? I lied. I'll do this one. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut up the whole way on those lines, on each line, and these are your petals, okay? So you're going to keep cutting whole way up, the whole way around on each one of those. Perfect. Okay, so I got my petals there. Now I'm going to take them and I'm going to bend them out, okay? And it just depends. These water bottles are pretty flimsy now, but they should stay. If you take it and you just get your finger and you kind of bend it down and just shape it, it'll stay flared out, okay? So I'm going to go do that to all of my little petals. Every single one of them, okay? And there's your little shape of your flower. Now each side here looks more like a windmill because they're all flat. I'm going to go around and just get my scissors and round each petal off, okay? So you just want to cut and make them nice and round, just like that. Perfect. doesn't matter the size. You can even make your flowers smaller or with more petals. Completely up to you guys. I'm just rounding off each one here a little bit. Perfect. All right, so that looks more like a flower shape. Okay, sorry guys, I know it's hard to see in here. There we go. There you go. You can see it now. Okay, so there's all my petals. I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to go do the same thing to my other one. Okay, so I still have water in this, so I'm just going to cut the top off. All right, this one here is easier to see. All right, so I'm just going to take my scissors, go the whole way around that water bottle. Perfect. Oops. Okay. I'm going to put my lid back on this one here. Okay, so you have your little cup again. Let's see. Hi, Rita. Hi, Jill. All right, so there is my little cup again. Okay, and that's what you're going to start with. And I'm going to come up closer to you guys again. Let me move some of this stuff so I can get in here maybe and get right in front of the camera. All right, there we go. Okay, so this one you can see a little bit better. So some of the water bottles are already, if you look really closely, are scalloped like a flower, okay? Which makes it a little easier, especially for the kids, okay? Eating pancakes and watching Cousin Steph. Awesome. Hi, Jess. Hi, boys. Hi, Leisha. All right, so I'm going to cut this just a little bit closer here. There we go. Okay, that looks better. All right, and now I'm going to go around each one of those little scalloped edges, and I'm just going to follow them with my scissors the whole way up to the top of that lid. There we go, just like that. Okay, each one, just going to keep cutting. Sorry guys, I'm backwards on here again today. I can never get this backwards thing done, or I always get it the wrong way. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to cut each and every single one of these. Okay, scalloped edges here. Good. I have hiccups like crazy today, twice, so if I get hiccups during this video, I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on with me. I don't know if it's the cold air or what, but I've had hiccups like crazy. Okay, so there. I'm just going to keep cutting those the whole way around. This one has a little bit more to it than my last one did, so this one will have more petals. And you can make them however you want. You could even leave them, instead of spreading all these out, it looks like a closed little flower too. So I'll make one like that as well, okay? That way it'll give you guys an idea, all right? But I'm going to bend these out just for now, okay? So I'm going to get that, pull it out, bend it. Same with all of them, okay? And these kind of pop, so if you just kind of bend them how you want them, they will stay eventually, okay? You're just going to keep bending all of those. Okay. Pretty nifty little craft. And even if you don't have kids, this is still like a cool little craft to do. They actually turn out really, really cute. I was surprised. When I saw this, I'm like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, I'll try it and see. Because it never looks like the picture. I found them on Pinterest. It never looks like the picture after you're done making them. Most of my crafts don't anyway. I'm like, as soon as I finish something, I'm like, okay, that did not look like the picture at all. But these actually turned out really well. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and just cut the straight edges off, make them all rounded, okay? Rounding each edge here. Perfect. Each one. All right, I'm gonna come in front of the camera over here again. All right, so I think you guys kind of got how I was doing that there. So I'm just gonna keep rounding each one of these edges. Go the whole way around. Just to make them look more flowerish instead of windmillish. And if you're an adult and you're making one of those cool windmills, this would be a good idea for one of those. I might have to make one later. It just hit me now. I'm like, oh, this would be an awesome windmill project. So I might have to make one of those as my adult project. Okay, so there you go. There's your little flower. All right. All right, guys. So I'm going to set these aside. I got 2 flowers. I don't have a 3rd water bottle. I didn't drink enough water yet this morning, so I only am going to make 2 flowers in the little pot. So I'm going to take off my label and cut this a little bit shorter here on my bottle. There we go. That looks good. All right, parents, if you have like a rock or something, I would just take like a piece of rock or gravel or something and put it in the bottom of your bottle. That way it's not like mine and falls over. Okay, so if you have something heavy that you can stick in the bottom of these, that's awesome at the end. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut my label off. Just like that. Take it the whole way off there. Okay. So now this is where the kids can have fun painting, stamping, coloring with markers, anything, okay? They can make it their own. They can make it really cute, really pretty, however they want, okay? So I am going to paint mine here. And if you guys look closely at my bottle here, and I did this on purpose, painting the back side of the flowers, this side, makes them look shiny and glossy, okay? So you get your like plastic look, glossy look. Painting them on the inside gives them just that like almost like a matte finish, okay? So that's kind of up to you guys how you want to do these or how your kids want to do them. Remember, if you paint the back side of them, you're getting the color, but you're getting the glossiness. I actually kind of like them this way. I think they look really pretty. They look glossy. They look nice and shiny. Okay, so that's up to you guys. Let me see here. Go back here. Sorry, I'm moving you guys. I have you guys, I forgot my stand too. I have you guys sitting in a little boat on the wall. I'm not even kidding. I will turn you around and show it to you after this video, but you're kind of like resting on a little boat hanging thing on our wall. So, what I do to do these videos. Okay, let's see. Carrie, thank you. It must have, because I don't have hiccups. That was good. That was good. All right, let's see here. All right, awesome. So let me know if you guys have any questions at all. Thank you, Janice, for sharing. That's awesome. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and continue to go ahead and paint these flowers, okay? So I'm just using a typical little paintbrush, but like I said, if your kids want to use markers, they can color these as well, okay? Especially if they're little. I would just use markers. All right, so I'm going to do my flowers pink today. So I'm just getting a little bit of acrylic paint here. You can use any type of paint. Anything should really stick to these. All right, and I'm going to paint the outside of these, okay? Not the part where the flower's facing you, because I want the glossiness. So I'm just going to go ahead and each petal, and you've got to use pretty much paint if you're painting them, okay? Markers, that's probably a better idea. It's not as messy, it dries quick, holds the children's attention for a while. Easier for them to do. I did not have any markers, so I'm just using paint. I'm just painting those nice long strokes so they don't look too sloppy. So I'm doing the petals of my flower first. Perfect. And I know I went over this earlier in the video, but I'm sure I've had quite a few join me. I was supposed to do the Mother's Day pillows today. That was on my schedule. Sorry, guys. I had to cancel it if you read my thing, just because I am 2 hours away from my house today, so I don't have my normal stuff. As you guys can see, I'm in, not our camper, but I'm in the room off of the camper. So we are at camp, and I forgot my Cricut mats today, so there was no way for me to doing the Mother's Day pillows today. So I kind of swapped this out. I'm doing the Mother's Day pillows on Wednesday. So if you guys want to join, that's that can be a kid craft too. So if you don't have the water bottles or your kids are like, man, I don't want to do that, the pillow craft, you guys can let them put their handprints on it too, anything. So keep in mind that, you know, if you want to make that a craft too with your kids, you can, absolutely. And I'll be going Wednesday, 5:30, live with that one, okay? That's one you don't want to miss. It's going to be a very cool tutorial. You know, it's a decorative pillow. You're gaining decoration for your house and you're making a gift at the same time, okay? And you don't have to necessarily use them for Mother's Day. You can just watch the video to learn how to make them, okay? All right, so I'm finishing up here my petals on my flower. Little by little. It's getting there. And I did not bring Mr. Hairdryer, so we have nothing to quickly dry these with. I couldn't pack my house, my whole house. I wanted to so bad. I was like, oh, I can take this and take that and take this to work on, and I'm like, I can't be dragging everything out here for 2 days. So, oh my. All right, let's see here. Good. Okay, so there is my little flower. Looks so cool. So I'm going to just set him over here and let it dry, okay? And same thing with this one. I'm going to do the back side, okay? Not the front. All right. So I'm going to go ahead, and I like these because you can hold them by the lid. It makes it so easy to paint. They're like they're not very messy, so it makes it really nice. This one has the bigger, I cut them a little bit bigger petals on, all right, as you guys can see. So, and you can be creative. Make them different. If you guys like different types of flowers or you can figure out how to make them different, this can be a fun adult's craft too. So, it's actually pretty neat. I enjoyed doing this the other day when I was making them. The kids' crafts are hard for me because I don't have any kids, so it's like, and I'm like a kid, I should say, because my attention span is like 0. So, when I'm making something, I get bored with it pretty quickly, unless I'm doing a video. So it's like, oh, I sat here and I'm like, but this kept my attention pretty well, so it should work for the kids. Alright. Usually I get distracted on my kids' projects when I'm making them to post a picture. I'm like, this isn't that fun for me, but I make it through. But this one was actually kind of neat. It was interesting. Alright. Got it. And 2 more here, you guys, and then I will come over and read some comments while these are drying, okay? I had to turn the 1 bedroom here at camp into my studio this morning, and it took me a couple minutes, but I figured it out. There's always a way to do that. So I'm working around with what I have this morning. Okay, there we go. There's your other flower. Okay, so I'm going to let those dry. I'll come around, read some comments. Okay. Let's see. Hi, Noah. Yes, I do, bud. Noah is my cousin's little boy. He always watches all my videos. But yes, I do, Noah. You're right. I make stuff all the time out of trash. Huh? It's pretty cool. Mom, Jesse is out raking leaves. We had a whole bunch of leaves here at camp. And coming out and opening it up. So we're cleaning and raking leaves and everything today. So he's out taking care of all of that. While I'm in here nice and warm doing the craft. He's probably counting down the minutes for me to get out there to help. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and paint my base now. I'm going to actually use this one. So this is kind of like your little base for your flowers. Alright, so I'm just going to use some pink on it first. And I'm just kind of going with the design that it already has. So I'm just going to paint 1 line pink up here. Make it look cute. This is a cool project. This can be for any time of the year, really. You can make these look really cute for decor. Give the kids something to do in a couple of months. Get this back out and say, hey, paint this and make some flowers. There we go. Perfect. And make a pink stripe down here a little bit. Okay, almost done with my pink. I'm going to add some purple at the bottom of this, and then I'm going to let this all dry, and then we should be good to move on to our next step. Good. I got my little cup of water here to rinse out my paintbrush today. I made sure I had that. All right, good. Okay, and I'm going to get some purple. I'm going to close my pink up so I don't spill it. And I'm just going to paint the bottom purple here a little bit just to give the bottom some color. Just like that. And you can paint this whole entire vase if you want to, a color, that's fine. Or if your kids are coloring it with markers, that's great too. All right, there we go. This was an easy craft for me to remember to bring things to camp because we already had water bottles out here from drinking water, and we already had straws. Pap had straws out here for us and everything. So I lucked out with this project. I scheduled this one pretty well for this week. All right, good. And I'm just going to add a couple more purple lines up here at the top. All right, so there is my little vase, okay? It looks cute, simple, right? All right, guys, so I'm gonna close up my purple here and we'll move on to the next thing, which is the middle of our flowers. And you can do another coat on these if you want. I'm not going to do that on this video, but you can if you would like, okay? All right, so we need our yellow for the center of the flowers, and you're going to paint the inside of the cap yellow, okay, just to give that effect. Let's see here. Okay. All right, so I'm going to just get pretty much yellow here. And I'm going to go right around all the sides. Getting that in there, nice and pretty yellow now. The clear caps work the best, but if you have the blue ones like I have on the other one here, you might just have to do a couple coats of the yellow. But it should turn out good. So I'm just painting right on the inside there, nice and yellow, it looks pretty. I'll hold it down here so you guys can kind of see the lights kind of bright. There we go, look how adorable. All right, so I'm gonna set that aside. And same thing with this one. Unless you like the blue, you can keep it. It looks kind of cute, actually, the blue and pink. I'm going to go ahead and just put some yellow in there. Pop, if you're watching this, we miss you down here. It's weird. Jesse's grandpa, he owns this camp, and when we come down, he's always here, and this is the first time we came down, and he's not here, and it's just different. It's weird. He's at home, so it's been a little weird. Just us two out here. It's nobody is really out here. There's one other neighbor, and it's just us. So it's been extremely quiet here, which is kind of nice. It's nice to get away from everything. But we miss his pap. All right, So there is the middle of that, and see how kind of it didn't cover 100%. So I'll probably go back and add a little bit of yellow later, do a second coat. But those are the little flowers. All right. And now we need to attach, and you can paint the outside of the lids if you want to behind there. I'm not going to do that on this video, but if you want to, you can paint those as well. All right, so now we want to actually make the stems of the flowers, which your straws come into play with that, okay? These are my green ones that I found here at camp. I used actual full green ones for these ones, okay, the bigger straws. It's up to you. Whatever you have laying around is fine, okay? All right, so I'm going to grab these, and you can cut them all different sizes, all right? So what I just kind of did, I kept the little bendies part of these on, so you could kind of rearrange your bouquet, right? So they work out pretty well like that. So you want to keep your top bendy part, okay? And then I'm just going to get all of them together like that, okay? Have my bendy parts at the bottom. You don't want to cut off your bendy parts. And you're going to get your scissors, and you're just going to kind of cut in an angle here, all 3 straws, just like that, okay? That way you have them all different sizes, all right? And then what I did is I just went and just cut off those little corners, just so they weren't sharp, and so they would lay on the bottom of the bottle, okay? All right, so you have all 3 different sizes right in a row there. And you still have your little bendy part too, okay? So you need to just get, actually I only need 2 of these for today because I only made 2 flowers. So if you're doing tape, you just want to tape that to the back. Okay, so there's the front of your flower, turn it around, tape it to the back to your lid. And you can just grab a piece of tape and go right over top the straw, right? For me, I'm going to use hot glue. It's what I brought with me. I'm just going to do a little dab here and bendy part at the top, and I'm attaching that to the straw there. A little bit of glue. And if you have regular glue, that should work too. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to do the same thing here with my other one. So a little bit of hot glue on, not the front of the flower, the back. Okay, on that lid, a little bit of glue. Your bendy straw at the top, and you're going to press that right against there, okay? And you're going to let those dry. Perfect. All right, let's see here. Put pom-poms in the center. Yes, Jill, you can put the little pom-poms in the center. Absolutely. That's a really good idea. Little buttons. I saw people gluing buttons in the center. Any of that works. Whatever you have at home, that's awesome. Yes, get creative. He's watching. Awesome. He must be watching. I hear him doing the blower out there with all the leaves. So he probably is watching. All right, let's see here. So I'm going to put those aside. Or did you mean Pap? I bet Pap's watching. I bet that's what you meant. That makes more sense. All right, so all of these are done. This is dry. That's my little bottle here. So now these should be dry. There's your little flowers, okay? Minus the little strands of hot glue. So I'm going to get my tallest one, which is this one, and I'm going to just get my bottle. Remember, Mom, Dad, kids, if you have rocks or something, you might want to stick them in the bottom of this so it holds it up, okay? I just didn't grab any today. So I'm going to stick this where I want it on whatever side. You can stick it in the back here. You can stick it on the sides. You get your tape and you tape it right into that side, okay? Wherever you want that. So I'm going to get my hot glue. I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue here. I'm going to do mine on the back. I'm going to add it right here in that little bit of piece of bottle. Get your tape if you're taping, and you're just going to hold that straw and tape it right there, or glue it, okay? And make sure it dries so it stays still. So just like that, there's one flower. So cute. I actually should have moved this up a little bit. There we go. So I have more room for my other one. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to hold that on there for a second or two. There we go. You got your first flower, and I like the bendy part because you can move it however you want, okay? And then on your other one, you can find out where you want to stick that. Does not matter. Wherever you feel like it would look pretty. And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to glue or tape that one as well. Mom's going to love this, you guys. It's awesome. Mom will be so impressed if you're making her one of these. She'll, first of all, probably be very impressed that you made something out of a water bottle that's so pretty. And then she'll love it because it's a flower. It looks so cool. It's the perfect stuck at home Mother's Day gift, right? My glue's not sticking too well, so it might take me a minute here. I'm having some technical difficulties. Alright, that one looks pretty good. Alright, so there's my two flowers, okay? And I like that you can bend them any way you want to. It makes it a lot easier. Mine are just not cooperating. Tape probably works better. Should have brought some tape. I don't think I'm letting my hot glue dry enough, so that's my fault. I'm rushing through this. Alright, you guys, so there's your little flowers in your little jar, okay? You got your vase and your flowers. So when you put rocks at the bottom of here, this will hold up a little bit better, okay? Mine, I don't have any. I should have went out and grabbed some before I came in to do this today. But there's your two little flowers, okay? Or if you have one, that's fine too. Looks good, alright? So next thing after that, after you have them, I'm going to lay my bottle down here because it won't stand up on its own yet. You can make a little tag. This is Mom on it, or you can make a little card, okay? And you can attach that and tape it right on there, or you can use some string to tie it on. I tied mine on, okay, and I just put Mom with a little heart on it. Alright, so you guys can get creative. You can maybe make her a hand little card too. That way it's a handwritten card. This is Happy Mother's Day. And glue that to your little vase, okay? And then I put some grass in there, some Easter grass. I used something a little bit different. But if you guys have your Easter basket still from Easter, you can use the real colorful grass inside and tuck it down into your vase to make it real pretty, okay? Just like I did here. Alright, so Mom, Dad, whoever's watching this, grandparents, if you guys have some Easter grass laying around, that's a good thing to put in there. Alright, and then if you want to help them cut out a card, or if they can do it on their own, that's a cute idea too. I just kind of pinned mine to there with a piece of string. Okay, and it can make a separate card too, it doesn't matter. Alright guys, so that's how those are made. They're pretty neat, simple, and cute. Mom is going to love it. Alright, so if you guys know dads that need a little project, a little bit of help, a little bit of push, just share this video with them. They can make this for them pretty quickly, okay? And it didn't take me long to make that. It was really simple, okay? So that's what they look like. This is just the basic look of them. So even if you don't have any of the grass or anything, they still look really, really cute, okay? But this is what it looks like when it's completely finished with the little card cut out, and that's just a piece of cardstock I used. I just cut it out in the shape of a little tag and put Mom on it, okay? Alright, let's see. Let me make sure I don't have any comments. I do. So let me go through these. I'm going to take you guys down so I don't. This is what you guys were hanging in. I had my phone tucked right into here. It worked. Alright, so I'm going to bring you back out here. Let me see. Oh, I have a couple comments here. Let me get caught up. Let's see. Pom Pom, I got that one. Cute idea. Thank you, Teresa. Oh, thank you, April and Alicia. Thanks. Awesome, awesome. Yes, I figured Addie would be making them. That's awesome. Hi, Becky. That's okay. That's all right. Today I was supposed to do the Mother's Day pillows. However, I'm about an hour and a half, 2 hours away from my house this morning because we're at camp, at his pap's camp. So I forgot my Cricut mat, and there was no way I was running back home in time today to pick that up. So we did the kids project today, which is the little flowers, okay? the water bottle flowers, which turned out super cute, okay? And we did that, so if you want to make those, adults can make them too. They were actually really fun. I was going to originally just make one flower with the vase, and it turned into 3 because it was actually a really, really fun project. So adults, this is pretty neat too. Okay, you can make it rustic looking if you want. So Mother's Day, that's an awesome idea. Okay, and share with dads that might have nothing to do with their kids. I know how dads are a little bit different. They're not quite sure. They kind of just go with the flow. So good Mother's Day. Just, you know, maybe hint to hubby, hey, get some of the kids to make these for me. Awesome. Oh, you had to do some chores. I know, that's what I'm going to be off doing here in a couple seconds after I get off this video, Becky. We have lots of leaves. We just got out to camp and we're opening it up this year. So it's like crazy. We have leaves, we have a lot of cleaning, moving stuff out, and mowing and everything. So that's what I'll be doing today. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. And remember, the Mother's Day pillows will be this Wednesday, 5:30, okay? So if you guys have any questions on that, the rest of the schedule is normal, but please let me know if you have any questions. Okay, guys, thank you so much for viewing. Please post pictures if you guys do this project I want to see. Okay, we'll see you guys. Bye.